Welcome to the Ardennes in the south of Belgium. After traveling for 2 years in Asia, I decided to come back to Europe for the summer. I will go on a road trip for the next coming months in my brand new 20-year-old motorhome. To start off, I decided to have a quick visit to a place that is very dear to my heart. A place that I've spent countless hours when I was a kid. Every summer I used to come here with my parents and I have nothing but great memories exploring the endless forests, swimming in the rivers and visiting medieval castles. While traveling the past 2 years, I reached the incredible milestone of 100,000 subscribers. As a reward, YouTube had sent me a beautiful silver play button that had stayed in the box until today. Now that I have some kind of a home again, I decided to finally hang that shiny play button. Okay, home decoration done. Now it's time to hit the trails. Alright guys, welcome to another video. I am currently in the south of Belgium in the Ardennes region and we are currently in the Semois Valley. We're making our way to Bouillon, which is a medieval city, quite important in this area. And we will make our way there through the hiking trails along the Semois River. I will show you some beautiful viewpoints along the way. I'll tell you a few stories because I must say I know this region quite well, I would say, because I've been here since I was a kid, pretty much every year at least once. So I hope you will enjoy it. Let's go. So these hiking trails that I'm using right now, back in the days, these were used for tobacco smugglers. The soil here around the Semois River is very fertile for tobacco. So in Belgium, a lot of tobacco plantations were being established, probably in the beginning of the 19th century. And also in the 2 world wars, it was very popular to smuggle tobacco through these forests to France. Because basically in France, the soil was not as fertile as here in Belgium. So the French people wanted that tobacco as well, obviously, because it's a luxury product. And back in the day, it was very popular. It was also cool to smoke and everything. So they would use these dense forests and bring their tobacco to smuggler houses. And then the French people would pick up the tobacco there and smuggle it all the way to France. And a fun fact is, these smugglers were mostly female because the customs officers at the border were not allowed to check females. And even now till this day, there's tobacco plantations in this area, not many, and it's mostly on a small scale. There's also a museum in Corbillon. I might go there later. It's like a tobacco museum that tells you about the history of the Semois tobacco plantations and everything. So let's continue hiking now. And I can tell you, it's steep here in the Ardennes. And look at that, guys. What a beautiful location for a cabin. Imagine living there, having a beautiful garden with the Semois running in it. Wow. That little bridge right there, that's where we're going right now. Let's go. As you can see behind me, the Semois River, it's pretty wild right now, and usually you can only see it this wild in the winter time, but now it's actually July, which is summertime in Belgium. But from what I heard, it's the wettest summer in 30 years. I came to Belgium for a nice European summer, and what do I get? 13 degrees and rain all the time. Today is a bit better. I'm guessing it's like 15 degrees today and almost no rain, which I'm happy about. Let's go to Bouillon and let's get a drink because that's what I need. So we're actually in Bouillon already, but before heading into the city, I will show you a secret viewpoint. Well, it might be not so secret, but it's a beautiful viewpoint. It's called La Ramonette, and you will have a beautiful view over the medieval castle of Bouillon. But it's pretty steep to get there. So we made it to La Ramonette viewpoint. La Ramonette. You need to have that R, you know, French R. La Ramonette viewpoint. And I must say, this viewpoint is really incredible. You can see the whole city of Bouillon, which is not a huge city. So it's probably more like a town. I think the population is like 5,000 or something. When visiting Bouillon, the first thing you obviously see is the medieval castle looking over the city. Well, down. I would highly recommend you to visit the castle. Godfrey of Bouillon owned the castle at some point, but sold it to go on the first crusade to Jerusalem. He became even the first king of Jerusalem. When you visit the castle, I would recommend getting a guide. Also worth knowing is that you can revisit the castle with the same ticket for a torchlight night tour. Now, let's get down there and find some proper Belgian refreshment. Merci beaucoup. Merci. Alright, cheers! We made it to the center of Bouillon and we have our beer, and it's a local one. It's called Godfrey, which means Godfrey, which is probably the most famous person here in Bouillon, or used to be at least. So cheers! It's my first time trying, and I must say, it's a good one. So it's actually also dinner time, but I have some other plans. You're about to experience the first ever episode of the Legends Kitchen, and I'll finish my beer here, and then I'm heading back to where my motorhome is parked, which is about an hour hike, maybe 2 hours. So it will be pretty late dinner, but it will be worth it, I can tell you. So let me finish this up, and then we'll be on our way. Okay, I made it back to the motorhome, and it was about a 1.5 hour hike. I'm currently at 21,166 steps, which is kind of insane, but it's good for my belly and for my general health basically. Yeah, of course I build up an appetite from all that exploring and that hiking. So I want to introduce you now to a new concept here on my YouTube channel, and it's called the Legends Kitchen. And the first meal that I'm going to prepare is one hell of a meal. It's the best meal. It's the only meal that I ever crave when I'm abroad. So let's get into the motorhome and start cooking. Let's go. Alright guys, welcome to the Legends Kitchen. This is not a cooking show, okay? I'm not a chef. I'm just going to show you how my spaghetti bolognese is made. And I must say, my spaghetti bolognese is legendary. Many have said so. It's been passed on from generation to generation. And I have never heard from anyone that it doesn't taste good. So let me show you first the ingredients. So tomato sauce bolognese from the Aldi supermarket. So if you can, you go to the Aldi supermarket and buy, well, 100 of these. So you can do 2 spaghettis a week for a year. Okay, then we have... Oh shit, my YouTube play button just fell down. Okay, let me finish this segment and then I'll fix that. Okay, so we have tomato sauce as well, but just raw concentrated tomato sauce. Then we have mashed tomatoes, 2 little cans here. Then we have 3 bell peppers, 2 pieces of garlic, 2 red onions, 2 carrots, but usually I add more, but this is all I have now. I prefer to use capellini pasta because really that's my favorite. Okay, and then of course that's for the topping later, Emmental cheese. And for minced meat I use a mix of pork and veal. I don't know, it's like 81% pork, 10% veal. And I must say I never found this in any country except in Belgium, but you can also use beef if you want to, just strictly beef, which is also good. So yeah, let's get started. It's a little bit weird for me because I've never done such a thing before. I cooked this many times, but I've never filmed it. Let's put it like that. So yeah, let's get started and chop up the vegetables. And I like to chop them up real small because that's how I like it. It also cooks faster. So yeah, let's get started. So yeah, the YouTube play button was pasted on the wall with these adhesive hooks, but they're not very adhesive on wood apparently. So I'll have to figure out something else. But for now, let's get to the cooking. I'm only crying a little bit, I promise. Alright, let's turn this on. Not too high, just a little fire, some olive oil. Okay, and that should be enough. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on as well. Let me see, okay. Yes, with the lid. Oh, and don't ask me why this is melted. That's because you cannot put these in the oven. Just so you know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is smelling delicious. Not sure why there's a paper on it, but okay. Lower the fire a bit. Okay, let that sit on a small fire for a while until all the vegetables are soft. Okay, let's make a toast to the spaghetti that only took about 3 to 4 hours to make. but I'm sure it will be so delicious. Cheers. Okay, let's give it a taste test. Let's mix it up a little bit. The cheese, the sauce, the pasta. Ooh. It's actually 11 o'clock already, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh, there, that looks so good. Just the smell already. Oh. Let's see how legendary the spaghetti will be. Okay. It's super hot. I can see it. It's steaming hot, but I will still go for it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, every time I make this, it tastes better. I don't know. I know it's not a typical spaghetti bolognese that you would find in a restaurant or whatever, but it's so good. Like, believe me, if you follow the recipe that I gave you, you will not regret it. Alright, thank you for watching the first ever episode of the Legends Kitchen. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to do more of this kind of stuff, just let me know in the comments, because it's the first time. It's kind of a tryout because I'm traveling with the motorhome now. I have a full kitchen. That's actually the reason that I chose this motorhome. I have 2 ovens. I have a full gas stove. I have a full fridge, full freezer. That's the main reason that I chose this motorhome, so I can cook. Because yeah, when you're on the road, you don't get to cook that much. Mostly you eat out, which is also nice and easy, of course, but sometimes you just want to cook those meals that you really look forward to, and that's what I did now. So yeah, thank you for watching, and enjoy your meal. Well, enjoy my meal. I want to thank everyone for tuning into this video and making it all the way to the end. I realize that making videos in Europe is a bit challenging, since a lot of my subscribers are more interested in Asia content. But if you made it all the way till the end, you are a true legend. Legend!